Assalamualaikum everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have been doing a low buy and I have some skincare empties. I have so much skincare, alhamdulillah, and to be honest, like, you don't need that much stuff. You don't need to constantly be trying stuff, but it's just kind of fun. And I think it's definitely something that I picked up from like watching all the skincare reviews and empty videos over the years. I always just found it so interesting, so fascinating how people were trying so many different products and how they had very specific thoughts and recommendations for their personal skin type. And so I guess I started to accumulate a lot more stuff. And over the last 6 months, I've been, or probably closer to a year, I would say, because I've been doing a low buy for a while. But I would say that I've been really trying to not buy more than I need and reducing how much I spend and how frequently I purchase skincare, just because I had so much. We've definitely reduced how much skincare I have, and I am due actually for buying more skincare, but I still think I've made some changes around my house so that I have very little actual physical space to store my skincare, and so I have to go through a lot more stuff before I feel comfortable buying more stuff, because I need to have a space for the stuff I buy, and I don't want to just fill all my drawers with like some makeup here, some skincare there, and then some skincare in the washroom at my bedside, and these like desk drawers, and it's just too much and it's a bit of a headache. And because I'm trying to just honestly clear as much clutter as humanly possible, we have a lot less skincare that I'm buying. That's basically what's been going on. And I have this one tiny drawer that I keep for like my empties, because I wanted to see what am I using and how do I like it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So we're gonna just start right into it. So going into my skincare empties, you should probably know that I have very dehydrated skin, I have rosacea prone skin, and also I have a very large pores, and that's like the summary of my skincare issues. Yeah. So for my empties, the first product I have is the Skin 1004 Centella Ampule, and I find this very gentle, very hydrating, and non-irritating. So it's a very basic, normal product that's not going to cause problems for your skin. I find that I can use it throughout the year. It doesn't matter. I finished this one and I already opened another one, and honestly they have so many other in their, like, so many other types of ampules in their line, but I just ended up buying another one of these. And I have actually tried the pore minimizing one just a couple of times because my cousin has it, and I do like that one too. Honestly, they both felt very gentle, non-irritating. I didn't really use it enough to notice the difference in my pores and the appearance of my pores, but I liked that one too. And this one though, I have definitely used it for a lot longer. I want to say I've had this since April, because if you go back, so that would be like 9 months, I think, because I had this, I think I opened it just a couple months or a couple weeks before I went to Pakistan. So my vlogs for Pakistan were in somewhere around March, April. So yeah, I had this for a really long time, and sometimes I wouldn't use it as often and other times I was using it a lot more, but for the most part this stayed a part of my routine, and I got another one because it was so gentle and just complemented everything else that I was using. Then next we have the numbuzin #3 serum. It's a skin softening serum. Again, this was a very gentle, hydrating, non-irritating formula. I really liked the texture. It was a little bit thicker. The ampule that I mentioned, this is a very thin water-like consistency, whereas this is a little bit thicker, but I really enjoyed this one. Did I feel skin softening benefits? How do I say this? It made my skin feel glowy. I noticed a difference. I don't know if it was so skin softening. Usually with Korean skincare, it tends to be very gentle and you see benefits over time. I really enjoyed this. Would I purchase this again? Yes. However, since the last time that I purchased this, I think the price has gone up quite a bit, or maybe I just don't remember how much I got it for, but I felt like it was kind of pricey. Would I purchase again though? I think I would. But there's so many other products I'm interested in trying. However, this product, it just felt so, it really did feel like your skin was glowing better. It was really nice and gentle. The fact that it was gentle and had that effect was really nice. And again, it has like a really aesthetic vibe to it to me. And so I mean, that doesn't really matter. It has to work for you, right? And it did work for me. The main thing that you'll notice with all the products I'm using is they're very hydrating and non-irritating formulas, at least for my skin. And that's what I prefer. I don't want to do anything crazy. And I generally go for products that are more reasonably priced because, again, I do enjoy purchasing a lot of skincare and trying a lot of skincare. So I don't like the regret of like when a product doesn't work for you, which has happened before and it's just annoying. So I wouldn't want to regret like a $200 purchase, you know what I mean? But this one was good. Next we have a sample. It's the I'm From Fig Boosting Essence, and honestly I really liked this product. And another thing is I really like this travel size bottle, and I think I'm gonna keep this so that when I'm traveling I can just fill my toner in this instead of lugging around like this huge thing. But this was another very gentle formula. I really like this, even more so than some of their other products that I'll mention in a minute. And I would probably purchase the bigger version of this. And it, again, hydrating, non-irritating formula, and it did feel like it gave something to my skin. Like it felt like when I was using this product as well as the I'm From No. 3 product, during these times when I was using these products, I felt like there was something about my skin that it just felt brighter. Yeah. And I really, really enjoyed that. And I really think I should put the I'm From products are usually a little bit more expensive, but I think it is worth it, especially for this product. Next we have a Timeless. This is like the first American or Canadian brand. I think it's an American brand. This is the Timeless Coenzyme Q10 Serum. And this product, I have tried a couple other products from them. This product I did not enjoy as much. I felt like, again, this was a non-irritating formula, a hydrating formula, which is what I'm looking for. But whereas the other products, I felt like they gave a little bit more to my skin. This I felt like didn't do anything noticeable. I was just trying to finish up the product at the end of it, because I felt like it wasn't really adding any real benefit to my skin. Again, it does have Matrixyl 3000 and a couple other ingredients that are hydrating and gentle, non-irritating ingredients, which is why I feel like it was non-irritating for me. However, again, like I think this brand has much better products that I would rather purchase. I wouldn't mind trying this again to give it another shot, but I'm not nearly as impressed compared to some of their vitamin C products, for example, which are much nicer. So yeah, this one was not, like, it was a bit of a miss for me. Next we have another I'm From product. It's the Mugwort Essence, and this product, so I liked this product a lot, but I think I really prefer the Fig Essence way more. This product is a little bit more viscous compared to the I'm From. This was a very watery texture. This one was a little bit heavier, and the thing that I liked about this, again, was non-irritating formula, hydrating, gentle, and I did feel like over time it improved the look of my skin. However, there's something about the texture that bothered me a little bit, I feel. But I think the thing that stressed me out the most about this product was that it's this big glass bottle, and I was constantly afraid of dropping it and breaking it, especially because, again, I'm From products are usually a little bit more pricier, and I just really wanted to give it a chance fully. And so I tried to make sure I was using it all the time. And when you're using it all the time, sometimes you're not as careful, so there's always the threat of dropping and breaking this. But my thoughts overall were that it was hydrating, non-irritating, gentle formula, but there was something about the texture that I didn't like as much. Yeah, but it was very hydrating. Like after this, I at times didn't necessarily even need to use a moisturizer. And that's the one thing about my toners that I really enjoy, when they're heavy enough and occlusive enough that you feel like you don't necessarily need a moisturizer if you don't want to use a moisturizer. Sometimes I would just use this, and like oftentimes I would just use this and not put on moisturizer after, and I would be fine. Next we have the I'm From Rice Toner. I really liked this product, but did I like it as much as the Mugwort Essence? No, I didn't like it as much. And the reason is because I had extremely high expectations for this toner, because I've tried another rice toner. The formula has since changed, but that rice toner was so damn good. I loved it, but I don't want to support that brand anymore, so I don't want to mention it either. But I was hoping this would be a great alternative for that specific formula. It didn't meet those expectations. I felt like even though this was very hydrating, again, non-irritating, this is a running theme with all these toners that I've been using, or these products I've been using. The problem though was that after I used it, it didn't feel like it felt like I needed a moisturizer, whereas the other formula that I had used previously, that was literally like a moisturizer on its own, even though it was a toner. It was so good. But because I had those expectations going in with this, and I was really hoping this would be an alternative that I could use, I was a little bit disappointed. However, like, it's a good product, but it just wasn't enough for me, mostly because I had extremely high expectations. But one thing I really liked about this product was it's not a glass bottle, so I felt more comfortable using this and not having to worry that it might break. Whereas I don't know why this mugwort essence is in a glass bottle but this one isn't. Like, what's the reasoning behind that? I don't understand. Did I get, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, is there a reason? I don't think there's a reason. But yeah, like, I feel like if this one was in a plastic bottle, I would be more okay with purchasing it again. But this one was still way better than the rice toner. Yeah, I think it was just the texture that threw me off and kind of made me not want to use it as much. But the way it finishes on your skin, it was not hydrating enough, and it was kind of disappointing. Last product I have is the isntree hyaluronic acid toner. This is the ultra low molecular weight one. I think this is the only one they have for the HA toners. This was a great, really basic, non-irritating toner. Again though, the problem with this product was that after I finished using it, I felt like I needed moisturizer. It was not enough. And I would sometimes put on multiple layers, like, you know, the 7 skin method. I would sometimes put 2 layers, 3 layers on, but it just was not enough. And so it was kind of disappointing. But if you needed something like super basic that's not going to irritate you at all, and you want to be like good, you know, like a safe product, this was that. As long as you put moisturizer on afterwards, it's fine. And it's a very inexpensive toner compared to some of the other ones I mentioned, and so like it's fine. Like, I didn't feel bad if I was using it more often, but I just feel like if I'm having to use this apply multiple layers each time, is it really that much cheaper than something that requires like a single layer? Oh my gosh, I just really liked, I really liked the Fig Essence one. This one, single layer, was amazing. Okay, bye to this, but between the 3 I'm From toners, this one had to be superior in texture, application, and the way it felt over time on my skin. And I loved the fact that I didn't always need moisturizer after. This one felt amazing. I don't know why I'm going in on I'm From so much, but this toner was also really, really good. And I only really needed 1 layer, you know? And so it lasted me a lot longer, but it was just the texture that kind of threw me off sometimes. That, like, if the texture was just better, I would love to use this all the time. And eventually got to a point where I was using multiple layers of this because I just wanted to finish it before I accidentally broke the bottle. And this one was honestly, this one was a little bit more hydrating, or a lot more hydrating than the isntree hyaluronic acid toner. It was just, I had such high expectations after trying another formula that doesn't even exist anymore. This one just was not hydrating enough. But again, if you look at the price points, like, these better be hydrating compared to this one. I don't mind if I have to use 2-3 layers, but if you're like a busy person, if you're working, you have kids, you have a job, and all this stuff going on in your life, like, the fewer steps you have to do, the better, you know? And so this one, I would still repurchase this, but it's not really, like, there are much better toners. But if I need something very basic, if my skin is very irritated and stuff like that, like, this never caused problems for me. So those are all of my empties for 2024. To be honest, I had a lot more, but basically I didn't keep all of my bottles or containers because I go through so much sunscreen. I'm pretty sure I went through at least 10 bottles of sunscreen because when I wear sunscreen, I wear it a lot. Though last few weeks I kind of like was slacking, which isn't really good, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Like I'm okay. I'm fine still, alhamdulillah. I will try to do an empties probably twice a year because I don't go through that much product anymore because I realize I don't need to put like half the bottle on my face. But those are my thoughts on the skincare that I had used up. Let me know what you guys are using and if you guys have any specific recommendations. If you have similar skin type as me, again, it's rosacea, not acne prone. Not acne prone because I used to be very acne prone, but I have rosacea type skin, I have enlarged pores and very dehydrated skin. I don't know what my skin wants from me, but it's always so dehydrated. Let me know if you have any recommendations. Specifically, I am in the market for a moisturizer that's not heavy but very hydrating, and if I manage that, I find that it suits me very well. But the current moisturizer I'm using is not, I need it to have more benefits in it. I'm willing to spend a little bit more for a better product that has multi benefits instead of just purely being hydrating. Let me know and I'll see you guys in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.